Georgia State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Sooners will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bowie. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Oklahoma's offense will take the first swing of the game. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, get a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their...
Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Longhorns offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Longhorns are in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for a score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Play action. Lost one deep down the right side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Sooner.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll try the run. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes a catch at the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Picked up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. Finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texans!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bowie. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looks as if he's going to run it.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The Sooners want to move quickly. Trying play action. Quick strike complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Soft spot in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Caught over the middle. It's sacked. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Defense in press coverage. They're looking to throw on second and short. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
From the shotgun, the inside give. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle. It's ball. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Looking down the middle. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It is perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Texas offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Going for the big play. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field, and an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Quarterback will keep it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
It's just so nice to have a signal.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop him. There's no way to coach a defense up against it. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Lining up to... And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game.
Now but the big play will move the sticks. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep. Got it in stride at the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in, it's set. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Back to pass on 2nd down. Release to the back. All by himself. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play. They'll mark it at the 33.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, to take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
That's caught. It's set. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Oh, he's got a chance. Smashes ahead. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Finds his man. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Got it in the middle. It's Fox. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up.
Looking deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Makes the catch. It's Fox. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, board
throws toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. In! Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. Based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
With the catch, it's Carson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
2 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. It's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some... Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah.
Turning it on. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete to the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Cook got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
Here he comes from his own end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Carson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have no...
He unleashes a long one. Snags it inside the 20. Breaks into the open. And he eluded and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. Got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
He'll take a deep shot here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Longhorn! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Bringing it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And the Oklahoma offense will take over.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into it.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt to try to pick up some yards. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
Got it in stride inside the 20. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Liberty has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 14 to Louisiana Tech. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Gets it out fast. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative.
Trying to beat the D deep. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Oh, they block it.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's sacked. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Sooners have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Creates a little room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's sacked. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They'll run play action. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll send out the kicker here. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They want to run this quarterback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And
looking to take a shot. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. It hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park, but they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here we go. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Barnes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And that is how we will wrap this one up. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.